Hey, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So excited today to be on here with you all and also to share a little bit about what our conference is all about. For those of you who do not know who I am Tam. I'm the founder of the Life After Divorce movement. I want to be clear, as I always share, I am not an advocate for divorce, but I advocate for healing after divorce, right? And so who wouldn't want to lock arms with a community that is pushing and praying for healing, not divorce, but healing? Our end goal is to get you to say, I do again, if that is your position. But we are definitely not here to promote or to advocate divorce. So I wanted to come on really quickly before I bring in our guests and just share a little bit about what our conference is going to be about. This will be our third year promoting or doing this conference, and we are super excited. Every year it grows and goes to a different level. And of course, we have an amazing keynote speaker, and we've added some extra little, razzle to the dazzle, so to speak, this year because we are believers that anytime we do something for God, we have to do it as if we're doing it unto Christ, right? And so our goal is to continue to leave the door open for him to share with me the things that he would have for me to do, what it is that he would have me to pour into the people, that the audience that will be a part of, those that are locking arms with me, whether it be the vendors or just the audience that are coming in to sit and be a part and partake in what it is that we are providing. So this year, at the conference, we will have some breakout sessions. We will have a panel discussion. We'll also have our mock date. Now, that is something that is extremely new, and we are very excited about that. Not only that it is going to take place, but the moderator of this, right? Our moderator and our keynote speaker for the afternoon is none other than Mr. David Burrus. I am going to bring him on shortly and allow him to introduce himself to you all, ask him a few questions, and then we're going to get out of your hair, right? But the goal, the mission, and the vision is to allow you to see who it is that you'll be connecting with, why it's so important to be at an event, and I don't call my events, but in an experience called Life After Divorce, the Movement Conference, right? You may say, well, I'm not divorced. I'm not married. I've never been divorced. I'm actually single. So how can I benefit from that? And so David and I are going to share a little bit about that because we would love for you to be in the room. It's all about support. It's all about locking arms with those things that you believe in, what your moral beliefs are. We want you to come in and share with us, right? Whether you've been divorced or not. If you believe that healing is important, you need to be in the room. If you are a single woman or a single man and you're saying, you know what, I'm trying to figure this thing out. How do I move forward after a bad breakup, after a divorce, or after just being single for years? I'm ready to step back into the game. What do I do, right? I have the perfect person for you. And the room is going to be filled with nothing but opportunities for us to learn. So I am going to bring in my brother, David Burrus. He is a relationship strategist, and you guys are going to see in a minute why I am saying it's so important for you to be in this room. I'm going to bring him in right now, you guys. Hey.
Hey, sis.
How are you?
With you.
You know, it's an honor to have you. It's an honor, like I told you before when you first came on. I'm not going to keep you long. I got a few questions for you. I just want to add a little razzle to the dazzle as we move forward to November to the conference. But before I go any further, I would like for you to just tell the people who you are.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm Tam's brother. We have connected, and that's my sis. So I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for having me. My name is David Burrus, native of the San Francisco Bay Area. I live in LA with my wife and 2 children. And I'm passionate about this. I love helping people really get the tools they need to thrive in their current or future relationships. And so that's what we're going to do today. And then we're going to do that at this amazing experience that we have coming up. This is my 2nd year with Tam, and it's just every year it just gets better. So I'm excited. It's my 2nd year, right, Tam?
Yeah, it's your 2nd year.
Yep. So guys, we're going to have fun. I hope if you haven't registered already, please do, because you don't want to miss this life-changing experience.
Absolutely. Thanks, bro. So you mentioned that you're married, and so people always want to know. They even want to know from me, but I want to know from you. I want the folks to know, as a happily married man, Um, why is it important for you to lock arms with a mission or a vision that is titled Life After Divorce?
Why is it important? I want to make sure I'm answering the right question. Why is it important for who's listening to lock arms with a mission or vision like this?
You as a married man, because I'm sure there's a lot of folks out there that's in a relationship or married, never been divorced, so they feel like this platform is not for them. So I'm asking you as the keynote speaker, why is that important for you to lock arms with my mission?
I think, for those who are married, right? We don't want to have to experience life after divorce. And so I think it's important to lock in so you get the tools so you don't end up there. And then for those who are divorced, you need to be in community with people who are like-minded, moving in the same direction, but also who understand that, listen, that what has happened doesn't have to be the end of the story for me. And that is not a failure for me, but I need to be around people who can help me get to my next level and see things differently. So married or single, this is a wonderful movement just to lock in on, because you're going to get tools either way, either strengthening your marriage or equipping you for marriage.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Because I find it often, even as a single woman, when I am sharing with married couples, I've even done premarital counseling, right? And I get it. It's not for everyone. So when I speak with a couple who say, oh, you're not married, right? And I can feel the push, then I alley-oop that to somebody who is married, right? I understand that I'm not for everyone, and that's absolutely fine. Everyone is not my audience. And so, but because I have connected with amazing people like yourself and other married people, I have the resources. So God is the source, but he has blessed me with the resources. And so anytime that I am given an opportunity to share my resources with someone else, then that is exactly what I do. So I agree with you. No matter what your status is, being in that room, just showing the support is important.
Yeah. And I think, there are people who will come thinking they're showing support and will leave realizing that there was something in there they needed. Right.
Yeah.
So if you haven't been in the room at one of these experiences, it's just different. Yeah. It's just different. There's laughter, there's inspiration, there's information. So yeah, I'm excited about it.
Indeed. So I know last year when you were connected with us for the Life After Divorce, you did the gala, right? Yep. So you were at the gala. To this year, you are moderating. You're going to be at the conference. So the conference is that Saturday morning from 8 to 12:30. And so you're going to be the moderator for something that I've never experienced at a conference, a mock date, right? So while we have these breakout sessions and we have a panel and all of that, I wanted to bring something new to the stage, and that is having mock dates. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever moderated a mock date?
I have not moderated a mock date. No. So the answer is no. Yeah, so we're gonna figure this thing out together.
Yes, yeah. And I truly believe that this is going to go to a completely different level, just because I know you and I know what you've done in a real life, coaching state. Yeah. So to take it from that to a platform where it is a few couples that are on this date, while they have a live audience literally watching, answering questions and adding their 2 cents, but allowing you to add your expertise to it. This is going to be mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And so I wanted to know from you as the moderator, what are you looking for the most in this, or why would you recommend volunteers to be a part of this experience? Because we put it out there. Now the ladies are like, coach, tag me in. I want to be a volunteer, right? And the men are kind of like, I don't know about that. You got me out on the stage. People are watching. It's in live time, real time. What can you share a little bit about that? Like, why should they be okay? What are the benefits of volunteering for something like this?
Well, I can't speak for the benefits. Well, Tam, I'm going to I'm gonna correct your question.
Okay.
They're not volunteering for something like this with just anybody, right?
Got it.
This, what we're doing here is different. And it's because Tam is hosting, and then she brought her brother to moderate. So they're going to leave with some real tools, some real strategy, some real wisdom, some real insight. Because again, if you've never been in a life after divorce event, there's no fluff in the room. It's always wisdom. It's always tools and strategy. So you're going to leave with tools. You're going to leave with some wisdom. You're going to leave with some clarity. You're going to leave with some answers. And I think when you come to an event like this or an experience like this, you want to leave with something. And so for those couples that are going to be volunteering, your life is going to change. You're going to get some real strategy that's going to help you get to the next level. You never know. You may meet the person you need to meet in the room.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so. That would be great, right? And you kind of answered my last question, but I'm going to add to that. So for those who will be in the audience, right? Do you believe that they'll receive something as well? Because yes, we are sitting here and we are looking on at these. It's almost like you're watching a movie, right? And we talk to the TV often, like, "Girl, no, don't say that," or "You shouldn't have done that," or what have you. So as the audience, being able to just sit and watch, and at some point raise their hand and say, "Sis, I would have." Do you think, as an audience, a live audience, do you think we'd be able to do the same? Leave with these
this is going to be dope. I'm just thinking, you presented the idea to me, and I hadn't processed what it would look like. But as we're talking right now in real time, this is feeling real talk showy, real almost Dr. Philly. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I think the people in the audience too. Well, let me just say this. If you are watching and planning on coming, and I hope you are, you should really come preparing to take notes. This is the type of audience where you're going to leave with so much weighty information that you don't want to miss it. So come prepared to take notes or whatever you got to take. But yeah, no matter where you're sitting in that room, you're going to leave with some impactful, powerful insight and wisdom.
Yeah. Dope. Super dope. Super dope. So even that, as the moderator, so for me, as the founder of this movement, I am always stepping in the room in expectation for God to move and to give me something, right? I am always walking in a room with the mirror, because I understand that just because he's given me this mantle to be on or to hold, to carry, I am not exempt from learning, right? So I am always going to be a teacher and a student in everything that I do. I want to know from you, bro, like, is that your mindset when you do not only this for me, but with all that you do? Because we come to you as the expertise. We come to your page. We follow you. And by the way, if you guys are not following him, please go and follow. I promise you're gonna leave there with some things. But so when you step into the room, what is your expectation? Is your expectation to move the crowd, or is there some light shed on you?
So my motto is permission to think differently. That's what I live by. That's what I wake up to do every day, is give people permission to think differently. And so I don't want to enter any room leaving people thinking the same. I really want, my job is to stretch your capacity, stretch your mind, and stretch your thinking. So that's what I've come to do. But also what I've learned to do is come to be stretched as well. And so while I'm coming with information, I'm always coming to learn too. And so we're gonna learn together. I don't like the word expert, because I don't know it all. And so I'm coming to learn, I'm coming to teach, and I'm coming to hang out with some people that we're all moving in the same direction. We just want more, and we want to do better. And so I'm grateful. But even as, I learned from Tam, I learned from Candace, I learned from the emails. How do they send the emails out? So I'm learning from every experience. And so being in that room is just going to be another learning experience for me as well.
Love it. I love that.
Yep.
So before we get out of here, if you could talk to that single man or that single woman who is contemplating being a part of the mock date, if you could share something to encourage them to just step in the room and just be, what would that be?
Yeah, well, I will say what you just said, just step in the room and be. Here's why you want to step in the room and be. The person who is looking for you the person who's seeking you, the person who is being praying for you, is looking for the version of you that you're supposed to be, not the version of you that you are pretending to be. And so when you come into that room, I would love for you to come in as yourself. In fact, any room you walk in, you want to walk in as yourself. But especially if you're going to be on that stage getting wisdom about dating, come as yourself, because I want to give you real insight for who you are, not insight for who you are pretending to be, because we want to help you get to your next level. And the real you needs to show up to really get that information.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, you guys, y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it here. We will continue to promote and drop information, what you can expect at the conference in November with myself and my brother. Listen, it's so much more.
Hold on, Tam.
Yeah.
I said I got to run in 30 minutes to have another meeting, and you only got me here. We only been here 17 minutes.
Oh, you got more for us? Okay. Listen,
you shortened me.
I knew you had another meeting, so I was just trying to make sure we got the meeting.
I got 15 minutes.
Okay, well, let's rock, because see, and so here's the thing. I was just gonna put it out there. Someone asked me to be on the stage. Yeah, he was like, me and you, Mark.
What do you think?
I don't know, bro.
So let me ask you this: Is he trying to pursue you?
Yes.
And he wants to do it on the stage.
And he wants to do it on the stage.
Okay. What are your thoughts? As the host, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. So as the host, I actually just want to sit back, right? That may be a one-on-one with him and I and you, not necessarily at this experience.
Not on stage.
Not on stage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be very transparent, because we've had an experience of talking before. So there's things to uncover, and I don't think that would be the proper place to do that, right? That'll turn into something completely different. It would be a session.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. Well, either way, I mean, we're gonna leave change. And what I would invite the people to do who are coming is, even if you're not going to be on stage, come with your questions, because we want to field questions for you as well. I'm currently working on a program for single people who desire marriage, right? And really some of the things that you need to really put in place. And so I want to make sure that you get some of the information on that night. So come with your questions so that you're not missing out, especially if you desire marriage or you desire to do that thing again. We're going to answer some of those things for you. So the mock date, let's ask some questions and let's really go deep, and let's try to see if we can get Tam on that stage so we can
not you promoting me to be on the stage.
Listen, so we can really get some work done.
Let's get this work done. Let's get it done. I'm excited. I am looking forward to it. And as you said, coming prepared with questions. Oftentimes we'll get in the room and more questions will come. Yes. Yep. But if you already know where you're at, where you stand, or if you don't know where you're at or where you stand, this is the place to be. So when I say that everyone can benefit from it, even if you are married now, I say you continue to date. You never stop dating your person, because who you said I do to 5 years ago, 5 days ago, because of experience, because of what you've read, what you listened to, because of the people that you are now connected to, you are gradually becoming a different person. Same morals, values, integrity, but there's layers of you, and your person deserves to know who that is, right?
Yep. And you gotta. So, and when we think about relationships, one of the key factors in successful relationships is the word decide. Decide. And that word decide, there's a difference between a decision and a choice, right? And I just want to add some value to those who are listening today. So when you make a choice doesn't necessarily require action. You can make a choice in your mind and not have any action. But when you're in a position where you want to make a decision relationally, that word decision is comprised of two words, Tam. That word decide, the word D means that word D means off, and the word scission means to cut. So when you are talking about making a decision, you are going to have to ask yourself, what do I need to cut off in order to add on to? So when you come even that night, I want you coming asking yourself the question, if I'm going to really do marriage in the future or even a relationship, or if I'm in one now and it's going to be successful, what do I need to decide on? What do I need to cut off? What do I need to remove myself of so that I can receive it? And so even on that night, you're going to have to make some decisions before you leave. And we're preparing to put you in a position to have to do that in your mind. So don't come if you don't want to be changed.
That's it right there.
Yep.
That's it right there. And I think also it's so important for us to go in not thinking the decision is made about the other person, but what am I cutting off about me? What am I making room for? What do I need to remove, right? So that I even have the capacity to hold, because we are a vessel. And so if we are pouring into a vessel that's already full, and whether it's filled with something good or bad, it's filled already. There is no room to put in what needs to be there.
That's
so
right.
the word decide, decision, that was a good breakdown, bro. I like that.
Good. We're gonna have fun, Tam. So
we're definitely gonna have fun.
And Zandra Washington said you need to set the example. That's what Zandra said in the chats. So
oh, you being messy.
That's what Zandra said. Zandra said, Tam, but you don't want to be the example? And ask yourself, why not me? Because I'm dating. So Zandra and I said it. Jump on stage.
Yeah, I'll take all of that offline.
Okay. All right.
All right, bro. But I really appreciate you being here. There's never a time that I speak with you, whether we speak for 5 minutes or 30 minutes. There's always something that I receive from you, and I come expecting that. And so just as you said to the audience, to those who are listening or will be listening, if you step in a room, you have to step in a room expecting to leave different from how you came. You have to expect, I am going to leave here with something, right? Being a better version of myself. And so I'm even getting off of this call with you, being a better version of myself, having something added to me, right? That word decide, I've never looked at it like that. I've never broken it down like that. And so as you are going to talk about hope, resilience, and practical, give us a few practical tips on how to move forward. This is just the starting point. So I thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm excited. I'll see y'all in a few weeks. We have fun. Tam, what's the dress code? Because I know at the gala we get fly.
Yeah.
What do we
get fly. So dress code is just be real comfortable. You can come in your jeans and your tee. It's up to you, bro. But I know you.
No. It's a Tam event. No, it's a Tam event. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I get it. I appreciate it.
You can't just come with this Tam. So, all right. Good stuff. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah, just come relax. Come chill. So we're going to have a good time.
All right. We'll see y'all there. Y'all be blessed. We'll see you in the future.
All right. Bye, you guys. Thanks so much.